Oh, right. Hello. Oops. I forgot to change my calendar. Devin will be pointing that out. So ignore that for now. I'll change it in a minute. Welcome. It is a Wednesday, and I'm hoping to get some actual writing done today in like the main manuscript rather than some of the short pieces that I was focusing on. That's my hope. I'm going to be trying to work on a new scene that I think will transition some of the problems that I was having with certain areas in the middle of the manuscript. So manuscript draft, whatever we want to call it. I'm not sure if you can technically call it a manuscript unless you're like ready to send it off. I don't know. But anyway, so I am hoping to get a good bit of writing done today and make some actual progress. So that's what I'm hoping. How about y'all? I hope that you are having a good day, good week, and that things are going well. So we have the cat spirit for today. Claim your independence. So it's a very cute kitty cat. I like it. So whatever we are doing, claim your independence, whether that is your character claiming independence, whether it's you making steps to be more independent emotionally or financially or mentally, depending on however you want to interpret it, but claim your independence. Be the cat. So that is the spirit animal message for today. And I've not done my shuffly. So card 1 is the Ace of Wands for, so this will be the beginning of a new passionate, so Wands is the fire element, passion, intelligence, but also like possibly career. So claim your independence through whatever it is that you are passionate about. I like the foxes too. They're super cute. 7 of Swords, beware of a thief. And the 6 of Wands, upside down. I can't remember if the upside down of 6 of Wands is the better or the worse position to have it in. I don't remember. I will have to look it up. My cheat sheet. View the navigation pane because that is necessary. 6 of Wands. Reversed is a card of vulnerability, possibly anxiety, indecision, or hesitation. Okay, so you have to conquer the hesitation and independence to, as well as beware of thieves, in order to claim your independence in your chosen field of passion. That's how I'm interpreting those today. You can interpret them the way you like. And that was my quick little tarot reading because I had not done it yet this morning, afternoon. But yes, so Calente, yes, Calente says, what is everybody working on today? I'm going to be working on that transitional scene to kind of hopefully stitch events together. Devin says, howdy, and then it's not the 7th. Yes, I need to change it. I'm sorry. Becca says, hello. Hello, Becca. How are you? And Laura says, hello. And Kitty. Yes, the kitty is very cute. I like it. Just all of the images on this deck are just gorgeous. So CB says, oh, the cat is adorable. You met a really, really sweet dog on the bus this morning. Oh, yay. So cute. CB says, I need to figure out what to have for dinner. I think we are going to have soup. because my mom is sick again. She was helping babysit the boys, and one of them was sick, so she's sick again. So I'm going to make some chicken noodle soup, and something that's going to be easy on her throat. That's what we're going to have. So Writer on Wheels says, hey, made it on time today. Hooray! Yeah, that's awesome. Vanya says, hello, I've had an awful day. Oh no. So you're just doing some Sims stuff today to unwind. Yes, absolutely. But then there's writing and spreadsheets involved in your Sims stuff. Okay, are you doing a challenge of some sort, or are you just narrating what your characters are doing? Sometimes that's fun too. Giving them some backstory. But I'm sorry that you've had an awful day, and I hope that the Sims play helps you rewind. Unwind. There we go. CB says, oh, that's not good. I hope she feels better soon. Yes, I hope she does too. So CB says, I'm thinking of making bagels into French toast. That sounds interesting. I like that. Writer on Wheels says, I'm planning on editing my first YouTube video. Hooray! And you've decided you hate yes, this is something that happens when you start editing. And you also find that you have a lot more verbal tics than you think. I say so many times. And as well as is sort of like pervasant. And then I do the so, which just, it drives me up a wall. And so I try and cut out a good bit of those. I can't get them all because there are just so many. So you will discover your verbal tics as well. So you don't know what you're going to work on. You are done with your makeshift quarter nano. You could do something fun today then. And unless you want to do a read through of what you have accomplished for your quarter nano. But it may be that you wanted to rest a little bit more before you tackle that step. Charlie is here. Hey, welcome. And Becca says, I'm still switching points of view tenses and will probably be for all of June. Yes, I have noticed I have become more aware, I think, of when I am switching tense, because I do switch quite often within a sentence between past and present tense, and then within a paragraph as well. And I have, like, as I'm writing it, I'm like, I switched again. I'm suddenly writing with ing instead of ed all the time. And then I'll go the other way and I'm like, oh, why can't I just be consistent? Honestly, I don't know how Shakespeare just naturally wrote an iambic pentameter and keeps a certain rhythm, and yet the rest of us don't have the instinct to stick to one or another tense. It's just like, I mean, granted, Shakespeare's like a literary genius, as well as a likely thief and credit taker. I don't know what you want to, like, taking credit for other people's work, or at least putting his name on something that was not just his alone. So there's all kinds of stuff, but I'm just like, why can't I just stick to one? Like, why? I mean, I know I prefer past tense, so I don't know why I can't just stay in past tense, but it's just, and I think that comes partially from speaking versus writing. And we have the habit of, when we are speaking, switching between past tense of like, I did this, because you want to have the conversation to let people know what you did in the past or what's been happening, because that's part of small talk. And then also part of small talk and conversations is future plans. And so the I will be doing, you have future tense, but it's like very close to present tense in a lot of regards. And so there's just, it's, why can't I just stick to one? It's frustrating, but I will get better. Yes, this is the word I was looking for. Credit taker. Plagiarizer. Yes, thank you. Oh, gosh. You can see where my brain is at this morning, afternoon, whatever time it is. Manya says, I'm doing a Build a City challenge. Ooh, so there's a lot of bookkeeping and rules to keep up with. Just the thing to take your mind off today. I'm glad you're feeling better. And building a city is interesting because then you have to think about how you want things to be laid out, whether you want them to be on a grid or a sort of circular arc. And you also have to take in geography. And I mean, well, I say that, but I don't know as much about Sims because I've not played it. So I don't know if geography comes into play or not. Charlie says, so do I. So is one of your words as well. Yes. There are so many different tics that I have discovered, verbal filler words, not necessarily tics, but filler words. CB says, I think I'm going to try and make bagels into French toast in the oven. Ooh, that sounds even better. Anuel, hello, happy writing. Happy writing to you as well. Hope you are doing awesome. Charlie says, if I can get my energy together, I am going to start the rewrite of chapter 5. Do you need a cup of tea or coffee to make the energy more readily available? CB says, I probably switch tenses more than I should. I think we all do, unless you are one of those geniuses that can just stick to one. So Charlie says, it is morning until I successfully wake up and find my energy, which could be until very late at night sometimes. Becca says, yes, I wrote the whole thing in first person present, and you were just not good enough to do it correctly. Maybe someday, but for now you're changing it to third person past. Gotcha. Yep, that's gonna be an effort. Vanya says, yes, building a city is a bit like starting a novel, which is a lot of fun planning goes into it. Export/import, geography, architectural style, etc. Nice. Very fun. That sounds awesome. CB says, I cannot be bothered standing at the stove flipping bagels in a pan. I saw somebody recently who pulled a stool over, like a bar stool or like a high chair type of height chair, not a baby chair, and just sat at the stove while they cooked. So I don't know if that's an option, but it's an option, I guess, to some. Writer on Wheels says, I thought I was good at staying in one tense, but your alpha reader has other thoughts. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes we just can't help ourselves, can we? Okay. I'm going to set up the... Did I close my document? No. Okay. I'm going to set up the warm-up timer. I think I need a 15-minute timer today rather than a 20. So we're going to start with 15. And this is one of HK Darkwood's timers, in case you would like to know where it is. All right, so 1, save your document if you've already been working this morning. If you haven't pulled your document up yet, go ahead. 2, make sure that you have something to hydrate with. I have both lemonade and water by my side. 3, go ahead and straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check. Release some of that tension. And 4, remember that if you need a break, take a break. Make sure you are taking care of yourself as you are writing. All right, those are your reminders, and we can now get started with a 15-minute warm-up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Alrighty, how do we do? I got a couple, like maybe 100 or so written in my bullet journal because I needed to do a couple things in there. And I've now pulled up the scene that I need to be writing and have started on that. Shoot, I forgot to look at what my start word count was. I'm just overall successes today, right? We'll get there. We'll get there. But yeah, so I got some written. That's what I can say, is I made some progress. Devin, hashtag change the calendar. Yay, you can focus now. Incorrect calendars turn you into Sheldon Cooper. Calante says 174 words, and you started working on a one-shot. Very nice. Excellent. And CB has the French toast bagels in the oven, and you are now back with a snack and drink. That sounds very nice. And Laura got breakfast and pulled up the documents. Both successes. CB says, technology turns me into Vince McMahon. He's no good with machines, and neither are you. And Charlie says, I almost finished rewriting the first paragraph. Hey, success. And Vanya ran into some technical issues, speaking of, and with a program that you were using to keep track of things, and you did not manage to fix it. Looks like you were going on full manual. Sometimes that has to happen too. Elizabeth is here. Hello, hello. A little late, but ready to write. Excellent. How are you? Are you all done now? Are your final grades in? You don't have to worry about those anymore? Hooray! Done with grades. Draft 2. Here we go. Excellent. That is awesome. Feels nice. Writer on Wheels says, I did not edit the video. Instead, you worked on setting your Q3 goals. Excellent. You are getting ahead of the game, and you still have plenty of time this month to kind of ruminate and think about the goals that you want to make, which is awesome. I do have a spread in here specifically for Q3 redefined goals, because the goals that I made at the beginning of the year not quite appropriate anymore. So we're going to have to redo those. So that is definitely a thing that needs to be done. And Becca was making those point of view / tense changes, and it's definitely slow going. Yes, because you have to think about the sentence structure of every sentence. And it's a lot. So I feel you. Inuel got 255 words. Excellent. That is awesome. Fantastic. Okay. Let's go ahead and move to a 25. We will go ahead and just keep right on going. Except I need to share the screen. Share. Make sure the audio is on. Yes, make it bigger. All righty. So don't forget to save your document. Make sure you have something to hydrate with. Go ahead and straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check and to release some of that tension. And then make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Those are your reminders. We can now get started. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! All right. I forgot to put up the fact that it was the Shameless Self promo sprint. So if you would like to do a shameless self promo for your social media, your YouTube channel, your website, your Amazon author page, whatever it is you would like to promote, please feel free to. And I will run through those in a moment. Yeah, that's that. So, how'd we do? I thought, like, I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I'm on the struggle bus. So if you would like to join me, feel free to. If you would not like to, that's fine too. Charlie says, join me today for my 1-year anniversary on AuthorTube. Woohoo! As we talk about the year and get some stuff done. And there is the link to that lovely stream. It would be a wonderful stream. And then Devin has the link tree and the playlist, which is also helpful. And Better Days arrived. Hello, welcome. And Calante didn't write. You're afraid you have to go. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome. And glad to have you as always. And Morgan is here. Hello, welcome. How are you and what are you working on today? Or refreshing yourself with? Whatever it is you are doing, let us know. Because some of us are having we need to refresh the well or replenish the well. So Elizabeth says, finally scheduled my stream for tomorrow. Would love for people to join tomorrow at 6 p.m. GMT +1. You usually stream at 7, but you wanted to try having an earlier hour. So normally that would be at 1 p.m. So now it is at noon Eastern time. So Eva says, hello, hello, hello. Charlie says, I also have a video about how to write transgender, non-binary, and gender non-conforming characters. That's also cool. I like that. I like that a lot. And Laura has arrived. Hello. How are you? Are you on your lunch break? Or are you sneaking? Let us know. Devin says, hashtag lovely Laura. CB says, For the Love of the Spider is now up on AO3, which is Archive of Our Own, Wattpad, and fanfiction.net. And you are just about to put the 5th chapter up. Ooh, exciting. Elizabeth says, oh no, I got stuck on Facebook videos about people decorating their journals with Hogwarts house themes. Fair enough. And Vanya says, I got my program working after all. Hooray! And started feeding some info to it. Excellent. Laura says, follow me on TikTok at Laura_Nettles for some small horror stories. Writer on Wheels says, not sure what happened. 1 minute I'm setting up time tracking on Notion. The next I'm looking at Pride merch on Etsy. That's how the internet works. Just Eva says, I wrote words. I've written a ton today, probably 200 during that sprint, give or take. That is awesome. It always feels nice to have a good writing day. CB is going to be right back. And Laura says, I'm on the struggle bus too. Yay, I'm not alone. But also sad I'm not by myself because it's enough if just one of us are doing that. So CB says 254. Didn't you get 255 last time? You're like hitting right around the same. No, it was Inuel who got 255. Okay. And CB has an excerpt for us. Don't be afraid to get your butt kicked by an 8-year-old and a 16-year-old. Humiliation is good for old people. It keeps them humble. Yeah. Maybe. Just Eva says, I'm about to take a character into a kingdom that is the first glimpse of the world building for this area. It's about to get wild. Nice. And Charlie says to Laura, I feel like I am driving the struggle bus blindfolded with earplugs in through rush hour traffic on the wrong side of the road. Well, that is a great and apt description. And it would be, in some ways, entertaining if it was not us on the bus. If we were just, because everybody loves watching a train wreck. It's just not fun being in the train wreck. Morgan says, I am working on fast drafting your dark fantasy book. How's it going? Do you have the secret to fast drafting? If so, do let us know. Because I can't do it so far. Laura says, every word is so hard to write, and I feel like my plot is just blah. You're having an off week. Yeah, I can feel that. Definitely understand that. All right. Like I said, I'm on the struggle bus. I feel like I did not get a great deal done. Just some. I don't know. It's been a weird couple of weeks, I guess, since I don't know, since probably about mid-April, just kind of like struggle bus. I don't know what exactly it is, but I'm there. So, and CB says French toast is out of the oven and it tastes pretty good. Hooray! Success! That is awesome. All right. On that note, that successful note, let's do another sprint because, yeah, we need another sprint. And hopefully this one will be better. Hopefully it will be better. Share the screen. Choose the tab. Alrighty. So, 25 minutes. And don't forget to save. Don't forget to hydrate. Make sure that you straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check. And make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Those are your reminders. And we can now get started with another 25-minute sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, how we doing? I think I'm doing okay. Just lots of different possibilities that I'm tossing around with this story. So I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Sorry, I was still futzing with that a little bit. Okay, so we had a couple people pop in. And so Maggie is now here, and Wendy is here, and Christina is here. Hello. So Wendy is here with coffee and ready to rock, which is awesome. Yeah, YouTube sometimes catches the dawdles, so dawdling writer, it's okay. It happens. So Maggie finished your Pride and Prejudice piece called Constellation. That sounds awesome. Vanya is going to bounce as well as get ready for bed. You're welcome for the sprints, and I hope that tomorrow is not such a rough day. Ellie Vera says hello, and Laura says, I think a nap is in order. That sounds good, especially since we have been on the struggle bus, so hopefully a nap will refresh. CB got 519 words that time. That is excellent. That is awesome. Yes, and holy cow, you surprised yourself. Charlie says, another paragraph rewritten, and you got another cup of coffee. Excellent. That is good. Coffee is always welcome. Elizabeth says 357 words. Yay! And Wendy says, excellent. I just found several photographs to help you visualize your locations. Awesome. That is fantastic. It's always nice to have a reference so that you can then put things in perspective. So Elizabeth says hello to Elvira. And Just Eva says, I'm up to 6,244 words for the day. But you don't know where you were. But that's amazing. That is an amazing number for today. So Elvira says, I'm going to try and do a little bit of video editing for work. Sounds good. And Laura says spinach pizza is in the oven. Woohoo! Nice. Very nice. And John is here. Hola, writers. Hello. Welcome. And CB is already up to close to 2,000 words for the day, which is amazing. Y'all are amazing. Writer on Wheels says, got a little over halfway through goal setting, and then you'll move on to setting up your Kanban board in Notion. Excellent. CB has a quote for us. Anthony Stark, freeze. You're in no condition to fly in that suit, says Pepper. Nice. Very nice. Sorry, y'all. Maybe I should go get some coffee. I'm still figuring out all of this. I'm still figuring this all out. It's being frustrating. So I'm attempting to get this scene wrangled, and it is being very contrary. We'll just say that. Laura says, skeletal hands of the trees cast jagged shadows from the full moon across the packed earth of a grave no one visits. Now he will visit them. Lightning strikes the slab of tombstone. Crack! It splits down the middle. A ghostly scream echoes across the cemetery. Horse hooves stomp, leaving imprints in the freshly exposed loam above the interred, the headless horseman rides again. Very nice. Very, very nice. And Maggie has, okay, so Maggie uses Google Earth Street View if they are real places. And that is definitely a nice way to do it, especially if you have not been somewhere before. And especially during pandemic times, you can't visit. So, yes, shivers. All right, so now that we have Laura's example, we have 20 minutes left till the top of the hour. So I think I'll set us up for 15. Or should we do a full 20? Let's do a full 20. We'll run over by a few minutes, but we'll do a full 20. And we will use Laura's Paint in Water. Okay. All right. So ready, set, and save your document. Make sure you're hydrating. Do a stretch and make sure you take a break if you need one. Those are your reminders. We can now get started. 20 minutes, which will take us to the top of the hour in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, we managed to get like a little bit of a streamception going there. How you doing? I feel like I made some better progress there. Dragging some events around and all that kind of stuff. So I feel better, I guess. Yeah. So anyway, I feel like I got some done today. Like not a huge amount, not a small amount, just some. So, but there are days that are like that, so I will take one. Hopefully you got a good bit done, either this last timer or the whole sprint. And let's see, so Wendy had to head out a little bit early, so thank you for joining us. And Ellie Vera asks Elizabeth, did you manage to finish your grading? She did. She did. Lizzie is here. Hello, stopping by for the last few minutes. You have yet another career-induced headache. Those are common. It's the last day of your deadline, your first time finishing a second draft. Good for you. That is awesome. And Wendy was headed out. And spinach pizza was eaten. Hooray! Lizzie opened your Sweet 16 stuff today. That's awesome. And you can bring your laptop where you guys are going, so you'll be able to pop in and celebrate on Sunday too. Awesome. That is great. And Charlie says, I drank coffee and chose to embrace the chill in my mind as the why you are going to be today. Yes, you need to be chill because you will be having a celebration stream later today. Your 1-year celebration. So it's okay. It is perfectly okay. With me anyway. I mean, you know. I don't know why I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt in June. It just happened. Some progress was made, but you got distracted. Oh no. John says, I don't have a clippy clip. Good sprint. Got some good editing done on a new story. Excellent. That is great. And Elizabeth successfully merged some bits from draft 1, so you got 727 words. That's great. It's great. Just Eva says 263 more words. Excellent. CB got 581. Nice. Just Eva says, and they are finally to the kingdom they started towards when you got to the stream. Yay! Progress. You are so relieved that you can cry. You are so ready to write. That is awesome. Yes. Maggie recorded 9 minutes of audio. Hooray! No words left behind. Yes. CB has an excerpt for us. I had her an oof as Mrs. Potts accidentally kicked Mr. Stark in the pants and leapt over the both of us. Her hands extended into claws. She grabbed Mrs. Everhart by the hair and they started fighting. Oh my. Oh my. Ellie Vera says, I only managed to download all of my videos. Only. Who knew that recording DNA extractions takes so much time? It always takes longer than you think it's going to. Charlie says, I can't believe it's been a year already. It feels impossible. Yes. Like sometimes it's just like, how? Congratulations. Freedom. Sorry. I should definitely have like a cup of coffee or a cup of tea for sure. Devin says, sure it happens. Yes. Feel that, Charlie? Yes. Exactly. Devin is just Devin. There's the one thing missing from the that was the one thing that was missing from the press conference at the end of Iron Man 1, a good cat fight. I suppose, yeah. All right, so don't forget to save your documents before you head anywhere else. Don't forget to save, and then make sure you check out Devin's playlist for the streams that are happening today. And also remember to stop by Charlie's channel this evening and say congratulations for 1 year, and also stay to hang out on Charlie's channel because Charlie's always awesome. And then Laura, are you doing a stream as well, or are you just going to be partying it up with Charlie today? Normally Laura does stream on Wednesdays, so need to make sure of that happening. And there we go. Okay, so Devin, there's the playlist, and yeah. So make sure you check out Devin's playlist and have fun today. Have fun, and if your body and your mind is telling you that you need rest, maybe make sure you pay attention to it. So thank you very much for joining me, and I will see y'all later. Thank you again. Goodbye.